Alright, hi guys! So today we're going to be discussing buying versus making your own cosplay. So I had the experience so far this semester of taking a costume design course, and I've gotten pretty familiar with making cosplay, or with the concepts of making cosplay. I've been working on my own and I've learned quite a bit about the differences of buying and making. Although I've made a few of my cosplays, I usually buy most of them, and a lot of cosplayers do, and I've seen a lot of cosplayers get a lot of hate online for not making their own. Because at least in the US, I'm not sure how other countries are, we have a very much craftsmanship centered culture when it comes to cosplay. We focus mainly on the fact you made it. So I'm gonna go over the pros versus cons of making your own cosplay versus buying it. The first pro of buying it, this is gonna be like a pro and a con, is it's cheaper usually to buy it. 10 years ago, I know a lot of people might disagree with this right off the bat, but 10 years ago it was probably more expensive to buy a cosplay than make it yourself. But cosplay is so popular right now. Like, okay, let's say I wanted to cosplay Nezuko from Demon Slayer. Haven't done this one, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this cosplay on sale for $20, like, time and time again. Like, I just see this all the time. Decent quality websites, too, will have their sales all the time. So I could buy it for $20, or I could buy all the fabric and make it myself, and I bet you to make it myself, it's gonna cost over $20. Plus, let's add shipping, too. So let's say over $30. So there are a lot of cases like that where it is just less expensive to order a cosplay. I remember I wanted to do a costume with the Elite cosplay and I couldn't really find like the pieces I needed. And I calculated all the fabric costs because I was just gonna order it online without shipping. It would have been like $100, but I could have ordered it from like Taobao for like $40. And yes, it's a con in the sense that the quality won't be what you want it to be all the time. AliExpress can be a lot of fun, guys. You never know what you're gonna get. So sometimes there's ones with a lot of reviews though. It's just if the anime first comes out or like the game first comes out, there's not really a lot you can do about it. I remember when Genshin came out and there was none I could buy online. Another con to buying buying cosplay is when something first comes out, you can't really have it, you know, and then you don't know what the quality is going to be like either all the time. And also sizing is a issue because you can't customize that. So anything in the realm of customization, you can just like, I would say just buy it larger if you're going to have to customize it, if that's possible, or if they have custom sizing on the website. My second pro to buying it online, and a big reason you shouldn't shame people who buy cosplays online, or just buy cosplays in general, is time. Those cosplayers who do have the time in a day to be able to make a costume and eventually have a product that's like that looks really nice, it's kind of a luxury. As someone who's been in college and school, you know, like their whole life, I don't think I've ever had a year out of school in my life. I've never, like, besides like Thanksgiving break, which I usually have work on, and then like the holiday break and those kinds of things, I have not really ever experienced a chunk of free time. I've done summer and winter courses too my whole life, so I don't even really get summer or winter break. So if somebody has the audacity to tell me to not buy my cosplays and that I should be making them because that's how real cosplayers do it and that's how cosplay should be, I'm just sitting there like, dude, I'm getting a degree. Like, I am way too busy to be putting up with this. But people get busy with life. There's people who are parents, there's people that have people they need to take care of. There's just a lot of, maybe you have to work a ton and when you come home you don't want to be on your feet working on a costume for another who knows how long. And that's a legitimate reason for a lot of people, and that's why in other countries that have more business oriented cultures, the craftsmanship in cosplay is less important because it's still honored always, but it's less important because it's just it's not feasible for people in a really like heavy work culture. You know, you wouldn't expect like someone who does a lot of physical labor for 10 hours straight to come home and make a costume. They're gonna be tired and they probably just want to eat dinner and go to sleep. So that's why I think it's really unfair to ridicule those people who want to buy their cosplays instead of make them. It's just straight up not a lot of people have the time for it, or not a lot of people can afford the sewing products, because yes, you can think about it just in terms of fabric, but if somebody's making a costume for the first time or needs to get started, like I know I've had my sewing machines because my parents bought them for me when I was like itty bitty. And if my parents wouldn't have done that, I don't think I'd be able to afford a sewing machine for a very long time. So not everyone gets that lucky with things, and that's why I think we really shouldn't judge people who buy cosplays. But that you can face that critique online, because I see it all the freaking time. I think buying cosplay is a very positive thing, and I have nothing against it, and I don't think anyone should. Cons are that you're probably gonna face something at some point online. I've gotten comments time and time again of like, you should have made that, and I'm like, well, too bad. You go study computer science. Have fun. The other con is customization. So you can't have the materials you like. They might be cheap feeling materials. Things could go wrong with it. The sizing might not match. I do know some plus size cosplayers who only make their own cosplay because it's just too difficult to find their size online. So unfortunately, it's not really an option for everyone. But if it's an option for you, don't feel shame about doing it. There's no shame in it. But then on to making cosplays. Making cosplays, I think, is awesome. I would like to do it more often. I think a lot of people would. You can pick the materials, you can customize everything, you can do it to your own measurement. A pro is that you can compete in craftsmanship contests. You have to make 60% of a costume to participate in a craftsmanship contest. I usually make about 40% of my cosplays, so I've never partaken in one, but there seems to usually be a lot less people in the craftsmanship contest versus the regular walk-on. So you probably have a better chance of getting a prize or winning. Not that we should be in it to win, we should be in it to have fun, but still. And there's a lot of really good cosplayers that do craftsmanship, but for example, like at the last one I was at, there was somebody with a whole like bumblebee suit mech. Like it was huge. It was so cool looking though. And there was a girl who made a Thumbelina skirt, but because she hand beaded the skirt, so much time, she won the contest. So you never know, you know, somebody could have a huge mech, but if you have the time to hand bead a whole skirt, that could be the winning thing. The craftsmanship stuff does let you do cosplay contests at a different level. I think some places don't even have like walk-on, it's only craftsmanship. So if you didn't make it, they won't even let you. So making it, at least here where I am, is usually a good idea if you want to participate in things. Also, I feel like people online freak out when you make your own cosplay for obvious reasons. I do too. I think that's a lot of work and dedication, and it's awesome.